It is indeed, I would say, a clear testament to the growing interest in Ethiopia's financial progress and transformation. I trust this forum will offer a vital opportunity to take stock of progress in the financial sector, deliberate on topical issues, and build synergetic initiatives. Modern banking in Ethiopia has a legacy spanning over a century. To be more precise, I know the bankers know more than I do, is close to 106 years. However, our financial sector, for a variety of reasons, has not yet fully unlocked its considerable potential. A large part of this can be explained by the nature of the economic regimes that we have had over the past several decades. Historically, successive Ethiopian governments and administrations, while adopting distinctive philosophies of economic development, largely inclined to state-driven, centralized economic models. The financial sector was solely designed as an instrument for executing key national plans and serving the principal needs of the government. Obviously, this state-led economic system didn't provide much room or incentive for the development of a modern financial sector that ought to address the urgent needs of private businesses, including catalyzing innovation and fast-tracking services to the consumer. This subsequently put a significant strain on the macroeconomy, forcing the country to depend heavily on large-scale borrowing to fund public investment. As a result, we have faced an enormous burden in debt sustainability and debt servicing. It is out of a recognition of these multifaceted problems that the current government launched a major economic reform program. Long-standing issues such as high inflation, mounting debt, bad loan portfolios at state banks, and an acute foreign exchange crisis have to be carefully addressed. This economic reform program aimed not only to correct these imbalances, but more critically to prompt a more open, competitive, and private sector-led growth model that attracts foreign direct investment. More recently, Ethiopia unveiled a comprehensive macroeconomic reform program designed to address structural challenges and propel the country towards sustainable economic transformation. In light of this, three key elements of this comprehensive reform program has to be highlighted. I'm sure there will be an in-depth deliberation over the reform during the course of the 2 days discussion. The first one is the reform is being executed with meticulous planning, seamless coordination, and proper sequencing. It was not done in silos. There was a close partnership between pertinent ministries and the National Bank of Ethiopia. Moreover, particularly attention was given to ensure that appropriate mitigation measures were embedded in the reform process. Second, the success of the reform can also be measured by the amount of financial support it garnered from multilateral financial institutions. The support provided by the International Monetary Fund is the largest ever concessional funding in IMF history. The World Bank has also approved one of the largest DOP loans in recent years, providing critical budget support to sustain the reform momentum. The unprecedented financial commitment from the IMF, World Bank, and other institutions is a testimony to Ethiopia's reform trajectory. Third, the fact that the reform have shown encouraging results at an early stage, both on the fiscal and revenue side, is a proof that the reform blueprint is feasible and achievable. I'm sure the governor will offer more detail on this in his presentation, and I guess a fireside talks, which would be more informative. While we celebrate these promising early results and strong foundations, we recognize that the journey towards fully achieving our reform goals is arduous, requiring considerable efforts and discipline, and yet attainable. Excellencies, to sustain the momentum and maximize our success, I would like to highlight 3 key recommendations, each of which I believe can enrich the panel discussion ahead. 1, the financial sector must dramatically expand its size and scope within the economy by pursuing 2 intertwined imperatives. These are to aggressively broaden its client-based and geographic reach while transforming a customer-centered ecosystem by raising service standards. Second, and more importantly, we all have to be the leaders of Ethiopia's digital transformation and position the financial ecosystem at the backbone of the country's progress. It has now become self-evident that digital Ethiopia is becoming a reality in all walks of life, from telecom to shopping to entertainment and much more. Third, to sustain growth in the sector, financial inclusivity and investing in human capital is imperative. We must strive to reach every corner of our country and every segment of our society. I was very much encouraged to see at the exhibition earlier that there are quite a lot of innovations that are being implemented to reach out to the largest segment of our community and society. Therefore, leaders of the financial institution should launch talent incubators encompassing sector-wide upskilling programs, tap Ethiopian diaspora expertise, and foster innovation labs. Ladies and gentlemen, history will mark Ethiopia's financial reform as one of the country's inflection points. 3 unprecedented advantages now converge for the Ethiopian financial sector: stable macroeconomic foundation, leapfrogging digital capabilities, and untapped market segments. When such rare alignment of timing and opportunity occurs, the imperative or the vantage are clear. Therefore, to seize this historic moment with both vision and vigor is indeed critical. In closing, I trust this forum will serve not only as a showcase of Ethiopia's untapped financial potential, but as a vessel for frank, solution-oriented dialogue among our sector's foremost thinkers and, of course, practitioners. May your discussions yield actionable insights and contribute meaningfully to shaping Ethiopia's financial sector trajectory